Good morning, Pam. I don't see your microphone on. I cannot hear you. There you go. There you go. Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. Okay, let's play some bridge.
I would like to look at the bidding process more. I think that's where my weakest thing is.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I've been practicing with the computer. Um, it's hard sometimes because the computer does strange stuff. And that would probably happen in the real world because you can't tell you can't tell what your partner has really got. Um, But I feel like my really weakest, I know I'm probably weak in a lot of areas, but my weakest, I feel like, is the bidding because when the partner bids certain things, I don't know what that means.
Okay.
And there's
Okay.
so much of it, I have trouble memorizing it. So I probably need to study those. But are they always the same? Like, I'm assuming they would have to be a
If
standard.
yeah, they are pretty much. For example, if I open one heart and you bid two hearts, that shows three or more hearts and 6 to 9 points. So that sequence is always the same. If I open a spade and you bid two spades, same thing. If I open a club and you bid two clubs, same thing. A diamond, two diamonds. So it's all in the sequence. Um,
And I think what confuses me is if I bid clubs, and that was my first bid, and I noticed the computer tends to want to give me always more points most time than my partner, more than my partner gets. And I noticed that the person on the left of me tends to want to get more points. And I don't know if that's just the way
yeah, no, there
that.
in actuality, you're right. If you play in tournaments on BBO against three robots, you will always have the best hand at the table. It's called a best hand tournament where they want to make it more interesting for you. So they give you a greater number of points than you would randomly get. However, that's not the case when we're doing the solitaire here. At least I've never heard of that being the case. Although it does seem like the south hand does get more points on average, I think the best way we can address the bidding is to bid a bunch. We don't need to play these hands.
Okay, and that's
If
what
you
I
want to
do.
focus on bidding today, let's just bid. And we get to a contract and then we'll go to the next hand and we'll bid that.
Well, and that's what I do sometimes. I just bid to see what my partner would do, and then I look to see what he's actually got and trying to get used to, that how the computer is responding to what I do. And I think what happens sometimes is I might bid a club and he'll come back and do a no trump. Well, I look to see what that means because I can't remember all that. But he'll keep on. It's like he won't stop and he pushes us up higher
Mhm.
than we should be. And then I know we should be.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's probably something I'm doing, maybe, to
Well,
make the computer do that.
it's difficult for me to help you with a situation that is that general. I need specific cases. In other words, I need specific hands. That's why I have us work on hands that are random when we have a session.
Okay, then let's, if you don't mind, do it like you said. Just
Yeah, let's
concentrate on
do
the
it. We
bidding. We
don't
don't
need
have to play
we
the
don't
game
need to
because I'm.
play these hands. We'll just bid them and see how many we can get bid in our allotted time here. So there are two passes. Notice the dealer was north over here. You can see where I'm pointing, correct?
Uh-huh.
Okay. The dealer is north, nobody is vulnerable. That's the first thing you want to notice, always. Okay, notice the vulnerability and who is the dealer. Okay, north passed, east passed. It's our bid. How many points?
13.
What should we
So
do?
I would probably be a one diamond.
Yep, that's correct. Okay, partner bid a spade.
Now, and see, I don't really know if he's trying to tell me something when he does it or if he actually
Yes,
got
he's
spades.
always going to bid a four-card major if he has one at the one level. And
So
he
when you
might bid
click
a
on that, what is
spade,
it?
even if he had five clubs, he would still bid a spade. Majors are most important to mention.
So when
So
you click on that, what does it say? I can't click on it. So
it
it
says
says
four plus
what?
spades.
So what
It
does the 1/1 mean?
means he didn't go up a level. You bid at the one
Okay, I
level, he's
see.
still
He
at the
just
one
went
level.
1/me. Okay, that's what
Yeah,
that means.
that shouldn't even be necessary to have in there, but they put it in there.
So
And
he's
now
telling me
East,
he's
East has
strong.
overcalled two hearts, and East was a passed hand. If we look at that overcall, he is showing a five-card suit and close to an opening hand. It says 10 to 11 because he didn't open, so he can't have more than 12. So now you need to learn these special low-level doubles. There's three of them primarily. You know what a takeout double is, correct?
Tell me again. I don't know right
Takeout
offhand.
double is when the opponent opens, you have an opening hand and you have shortage in their suit, but you have support, at least three card support for the other three suits. That is
So
a
you
takeout double.
so you mean he could do that on his first bid or any
No,
time?
you can't open with a double. You have to, the
Okay.
double can only be used when the opponents have bid.
All right. And I saw that before. I wasn't exactly
Okay.
sure what the
So
takeout meant.
takeout doubles are one type of doubles. Here, let me write them over here because you definitely need to learn these. And the reason is that BBO uses them. So you're constantly going to be looking at them as a description of what BBO means. So we're going to call these low-level doubles because high-level doubles usually are for penalty. You want to penalize the opponents. But low-level doubles have totally different meanings. And the first one you want to know is takeout.
Now, what did you say the takeout meant?
Takeout means you have an opening hand, you have shortage in the opponent's bid suit, and you have support for all the other suits. So it's called takeout because partner is supposed to bid his longest suit in response to a takeout double. He's not supposed
Oh,
to pass. You are not penalty doubling them. The second most important low-level bid to learn is a negative double. We'll talk about that when one comes up. The third is a support double. And that's it. I don't worry about you knowing any other low-level doubles, but these three you have to know.
so
And
the
what a
negative one.
support double, let's talk about support doubles. Support double is by the opening bidder. In this case, that's me, the one diamond. And it shows exactly three cards in partner's suit. So it applies here. I have three spades. I can show that to partner by doubling. And
Okay.
if I click on the double, it says support double. So that's why you have to learn these three doubles, is because BBO has it built into their robots.
So
And
what if
they're useful to play.
so what if your hand doesn't match up to what that support double
Then you
said?
don't make it. And you can only make a support double if it meets those criterion. And it's only on the first rebid by opener. I have opened and I am now making my first rebid. So it is very, very specific. It is only by the opener. It's only on his first rebid. And it's only with exactly three card support. Now, it doesn't say anything about points. You could have 12 to 22 points and you still would make a double here. I'm going to make it so you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, double. And why that's important is that partner could have a four card spade suit, but they could have a five or a six or a seven card spade suit. So it's extremely important for North to know whether South has at least three card spade support. And this double shows that.
So on that, would you click on that one spade? I want to see what it says. So on that, isn't that telling you the same thing when he clicked on the two spades? Or is it giving you different points? No, it's
No, you're right. It's saying
basically
the
giving you the
same
same.
thing. It's a minimum bid. In other words, first of all, partner cannot pass this double because if he did, it would go pass, 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 and we'd be playing two hearts doubled. We don't want to be doubling two hearts. For all we know, they'll make two hearts easily. So partner is forced to bid ovarious support double. And if they have a minimum, in other words, maybe they only had four spades and 6 points, and that's why they bid a spade. So they are making their minimum bid, two spades. Now that hand is still 6 to 10 total points, maybe four, maybe five, maybe six spades, but it is limited now. It's minimum. We are not going to do anything more. I am not going to bid again. We do not have anywhere near enough points to make game. When you are in a major suit, you're looking for approximately 25 or 26 points to make game. And we don't have that. I only have 13 and partner has at most 10.
And
So if
what you
you add
mean
those
by
two
making
together, you get 23. There's no hope of game. I want to play at as low of a part score as we can buy it for.
and what you mean by making game is that you push it as far as you
You have
can.
to bid game to make game.
But
So
what you
if
mean by
I
that
thought we
is,
had 26 points, we might want to go to four spades because that's bidding game. You don't get the game bonus unless you bid it.
so you just push it as far as you can, knowing you can make it.
Exactly.
Or,
And I know from these descriptions that we do not have game. So I'm going to pass and hope that it plays at two spades. Okay, it does. Now, we don't need to play this. I can go to the next hand and we'll just do bidding only. Is that what
yeah, yeah, I'd rather kind of look at the
okay?
bidding more. I feel like that's my weakest
Okay,
point at
that's
this
a good
time.
way to do it then. I'm going to leave these low-level doubles up over here because these come up a lot. I guarantee another one will come up before the end of today, before the end of our session. Okay, so here If we look over here again, because of the way I'm doing this, North is always going to be the dealer and everybody's always going to be not vulnerable. If we were playing hand 2, 4, those would change. But since we're not playing the handout, um, we'll do it this way. So here partner has opened a diamond. How many points do we have?
We have 15 with no diamond.
Okay, but the fact is we have 15 and partner has at least 11. So that's 26. So we want to be in game. I know it immediately.
So I
It's
would
just,
bid 3 clubs.
no, 3 clubs has a special meaning, but you could bid 2 clubs. Two
But don't
clubs
two
is a good bid.
clubs,
Now, I mentioned on the last hand that you usually bid a 4 card major if at the 1 level, if you can do so. But this is an exception because we, by bidding 2 clubs, are going to game force. We are playing 2/1 game force. So if I bid 2 clubs, partner will not be able to pass short of game. We want to do that. If we do have an 8 card spade fit, we will have plenty of time to find it because neither one of us can pass short of game. And by game, I mean 3 no trump, 4 spades, or 5 clubs, or possibly 4 hearts. We don't know yet. We don't know where the best strain is. We don't know whether we want to be in no trump, spades, hearts, or clubs yet. But if you'll notice, if I hold this 2 club thing over here, read the description. Forcing
forcing
over
2 over
one, and
1.
it is forcing to 3 no trump. The very bottom line, forcing to 3 no trump. 3 no trump is game. You get the game bonus if you can make 9 tricks with no trump in no trump. Okay. So 2 clubs is a perfect bid here. If I was weaker, take away my ace king of clubs and just give me 8 points. Then I wouldn't bid. Even if I had 6 card club suit, I would not bid it. I would bid a spade. But that's on the sophisticated end of bidding. We don't need to go there. Let's bid our 2 clubs. Now we don't have to hurry. Now, first of all, partner has rebid diamonds. That's the weakest bid he can make. He is telling us that he doesn't have a 20-point hand. He doesn't have a 19-point hand. He doesn't have a 16-point hand. He is rebidding at the lowest level he can possibly rebid. The one thing he is telling us is that he has at least 5 diamonds, but he is still forced to game. So now I can bid 2 spades to show him that I have, look what the description says. I have 5 clubs. I have 4 or more spades. I have 5 or more clubs. I have 4 or more spades, still forcing the 3 no. Once I have made my 2 club bid, neither one of us can pass short of game. So I'm going to bid my 2 spades here. He just rebidding diamonds. Okay. So he does definitely not have a 4 card spade suit. He's got at least 6 diamonds because he rebid them twice. So what should we bid with our hand? Remember, we have to go to game. We forced it.
So what would 3 hearts tell you if you clicked
No,
on the?
you can't bid that. Okay, it
No, I
would
just want to
mean
see what it
something.
says.
It
If
would ask for a heart stopper. Here, we'll see what it says. It's tough to tell sometimes with these robots. It
so,
says 3
five
plus
clubs.
hearts. Doesn't really say much for a description. but it's not a bad description. But
No,
the
it
point
actually
is,
tells what I got. So
well,
why couldn't
here's
I
the
bid
thing.
that?
Here's the thing. When you have a long minor suit, you want to try to get to three no trump. You don't want to try to get to five clubs. Okay? It's just the scoring of bridge is such that it really, really favors no trump and majors over minors. So I'm looking to get the three no trump. Well, my partner has diamonds stopped. He's got six of them. I've got spades and clubs stopped, and I have this queen of hearts, which I'm going to say is a stopper. So I'm going to bid three no trump. That looks to me like the best possible game. We don't have a spade fit. We don't have a heart fit. We might have a minor suit club fit, but I don't want to play it in five clubs. I want to play it in three no trump. So I'm going to bid three no trump here. Okay, notice partner's got a heart stopper of his own. So we're in good shape here. I'm going to get like six club tricks, couple of diamonds, a heart, two spades. I got plenty of tricks here. Three no is a good contract. Okay. Again, let's see what happens if I claim and concede all the tricks now. Okay, so I don't have to back up and go on. So now we're on hand two of the random deals. And notice how things have changed. The dealer is now the east, the deal rotates, and north-south is now vulnerable. And we've talked about vulnerability. That means all of our game bonuses are bigger, our slam bonuses are bigger. But if we bid something and go down, our penalties are bigger also. So that's the difference between being vulnerable and not vulnerable. Okay, so it's up to us. How many points?
15.
Very good. You're getting good at counting points. Um, so what should we do? We got to open.
I would open with the one spade.
Yeah, we have a five card major. If you have a five card major, you generally want to open that major. Even if you have a five card minor, you would still open the major. Because that immediately tells our partner we have at least five spades. Okay. Now, this no trump, this did not used to be a forcing bid in the old days. When I first learned how to play bridge, that no trump meant 6 to 9 points, but it's evolved. And because of 2/1 being game forcing, this no trump now means up to 12. And notice it says forcing. That means forcing one round. It does not mean forcing to game. It means I have to bid again. I can't pass.
So is the partner saying he has less than three spades?
Three or less.
Okay.
So you read this three or less. So either has three, two, one, or none. Okay.
And if that had been a plus sign, it would say he
Three or
has three
more.
or more.
Three or more, exactly. Okay, so since I have to bid again, my partner, I don't mind that because I have good values. I've got a little bit more than an opening hand. So what should I bid?
Um,
If I rebid spades, I'm promising a six card suit, which I do not have. So I can't bid two spades. What's
well,
what's my
we've got
second suit?
we've got 15 points, and that one no Trump says he's got maybe
Yeah.
six.
At this point in time, your main goal is to describe your hand to partner. Let's not
I
worry
was just
too much
looking at
about
kind
what
of the,
North has yet.
I was just kind of looking at points that me and my partner might have. So
Yeah, it's
eat
too early for
21.
that. You don't know enough yet from North. North's range here is 6 to 12 points. That's pretty broad. So our goal is to describe our hand to North. So I bid my second suit, two clubs. Look at the description. Might only be a three-card suit because I am forced to bid something. And I can't spades with a six unless I have six of them. So it says I have three or more clubs, and I'm starting to narrow my range down. By bidding two clubs, I have now 12 to 18 points. I no longer can have 20 or 21. So bridge is about narrowing your hand down and giving your partner as much information as you can. And then whichever partner knows the most about the combined hands, they're the ones that places the contract. Now, in this case, that's North. North knows more about our combined hands than I do, even though I have the stronger hand. North still knows more about the combined hands. He knows I have spades and clubs, and now he's bidding two hearts. And notice what that says. He's got five or more hearts and less now it's two or fewer spades. Remember it said before three minus, now it says two minus. So he's telling us he does not have three spades in his hand. He's promising a five-card heart suit. Well, we've got three hearts. We have found our fit. We have found an eight-card fit in a major suit. That's huge. We now know what suit we're going to be playing this in. It's going to be hearts. And now it's just a question of at what level. Okay, so we had 15. This singleton king is a little hard to value. We're going to count it as a full 3 points, but then we're going to count the singleton as only one instead of normally two because it's a singleton king. It would be more valuable if that king was in clubs and we had a small singleton. Then we'd count that singleton as maybe 3 points. So I'm going to add at least 1 point to my hand. So instead of 15, I have 16. And partner could have 9. So 16 and 9 is 25. So there is still a chance that we might have game on. Partner, remember, partner could have 6 hearts. It just says he has 5 plus. I like my hand in hearts because whatever diamond losers partner might have, he's going to be able to trump them in this hand, which has the short hearts. Whenever you trump in the hand that has the short hearts, you are gaining tricks, as opposed to trumping in the hand with the long hearts, which doesn't gain you tricks. So I think we might have game on, and I am going to invite partner to game. Notice what it says. I have exactly 3 hearts and 16 to 18 points. Well, I started with 15, but I added 1, so I have 16 to 18. That looks like the perfect bid. It's also not forcing, it's invitational. If I had another couple of points, I would bid 4 hearts, not 3. So when I bid 3 hearts, because if you're going to play it in a part score, you always want to play it in the lowest. If my partner doesn't go to game here, then I'm going to regret having bid 3 hearts. I would rather play it at 2 hearts. It's easier to make 8 tricks than 9 tricks. But I think we might have enough for game, so I'm going to invite, and partner accepted. He didn't need to. If he was on the low end of his range, let's say he was on just 6 points, he would have passed my 3 heart bid. But he had a little extra. Notice the description now says, he's 9 total points. Okay, well, if he's got 9 plus total points and I've got 16, we're definitely in game range. So I can certainly not bid anymore. And I want to pass, and we're going to play it at 4 hearts. Let's just see what kind of contract it is. Well, I have a spade loser. I have no club losers. I have no diamond losers. And I have 2 heart losers. So it looks like I'm only going to lose 3 tricks maximum. I might not even have 2 heart losers. If the queen of hearts is on the right, I can finesse it and I will not lose a heart. I'll lose the ace of hearts, but that's the only one I'll lose. So I'll lose the ace of hearts and the ace of spades, but it doesn't look like I have any other losers from the North's perspective. I can trump one of these losing diamonds. So it might be a little messy, but I expect we'll make 4 hearts here. And we bid it properly. Exchanged enough information that one of us, me, the south hand, knew that we might be in game territory. And so I suggested to my partner that we might have a game on here. Are you in the upper end of your hand or the lower? He was in the upper. So he said, okay, let's go for it. And he bid 4 hearts. Okay, again, I'm going to dispense of playing this. I'm just going to concede losing all the tricks and go to the next one. All right, notice that the dealer is continued. The third hand, the dealer is, we are now the dealer, and we're not vulnerable, but the opponents are. So how many points do we have?
19.
Yeah, not only 19, but a really good 19. Sharp cards are worth more than rounded cards in the way of honors. Sharp cards, you can see why an ace is called sharp cards. There's no rounded lines at all that make up the ace. There's no rounded lines that make up the king. It's a sharp card. The queen is not. So normally queens are actually worth less than 2. But in this case, that queen is under king queen. That makes it more valuable, not less. So every honor in our hand is actually worth more than normal. So you said 19, and it's a really good 19. So if I was playing in a club, I would open this 2-no trump, which says I have 20 or 21. Well, why am I lying? Because this hand has the playing strength of a normal 2-no trump opening hand. Even though it does not meet the precise values of it, the best way that I can describe this hand to my partner is by opening 2-no trump, because he immediately knows that I'm in the 20-point range. Whereas if I open 1 spade, he won't know that. He'll know that I have 12 or more points, and he'll know I have a 5-card spade suit. But I think it's more important to convey to my partner the strength of my hand. And two no trump does that beautifully. So I'm going to open this two no trump. Every now and then it's okay to bend the point count rules by a point if you have what you consider cards that are actually worth more than what they're valued at. Aces are normally valued at 4, but they're actually worth 4.5. We've got two of them. Kings are valued at 3, but they're really worth like 3.1, 3.2. And we've got three of those. So our 19 points are as good a 19 points as you're ever going to have. So I have no problem whatsoever with upgrading this to a 20-point hand. Okay. Over a two no trump opening, systems are on. What do I mean by that? I mean, Stamen is on. Three clubs would be Stamen. Transfers are on. So three diamonds means hearts.
So
White
is that only
bid
done when you bid two no trump starting out, or is that a
or one no trump. Systems are on over
okay?
one no
So it
trump.
would do it with one no trump
You
also.
do it with one no trump or two no trump. So the reason he's not bidding his hearts is because it is advisable for the strong hand to be the concealed hand. You don't want this strong hand to be dummy. Everybody at the table gets to see it if it's dummy. Whereas if I am playing the contract, this hand is concealed and my partner's weaker hand will come down as dummy. And that's usually beneficial to have the stronger hand. So that's why they created transfers, because he can still show his heart suit by bidding one suit below that. And he's bid diamond.
So
And
when you
that demands that I bid the hearts.
when it says Jacoby transfer, that means that you're bidding one thing, but it's actually something else.
It means you actually have the suit that's one level higher.
Okay, I see.
My
Just one level
partner,
higher. It always means that.
always one level higher. So if he bid three hearts, that would mean he had spades. If he bid three spades, that would mean he had clubs. Clubs is one level higher than spades, right? That's an important concept. It rolls over. It goes clubs, diamonds, hearts, spades, but then it goes clubs, diamonds, hearts, spades at the next level, and then clubs, diamonds, hearts, spades, the level above that. So transfers are in effect no matter what he bids. Well, three clubs would be asking me to bid a 4-card major if I had it. He,
So
go
when
ahead.
I bid, if I bid two no trump and my partner bid three of diamonds, how would I know
Because
that?
systems are on.
Okay,
When
so
systems
how would I
are
know he
on,
wasn't bidding?
transfers are on.
But how would I know he's not actually bidding three diamonds?
Because he knows that systems are on. If he had diamonds, he would not bid three diamonds because he
Okay,
knows the system.
all
The
right.
system
And
is that he always has to bid the suit below the suit that he wants you to bid.
so he has to bid that way.
Yes, he has to follow that rule, and so do you.
Okay.
You being Sal. So I have to bid three hearts. Now, he's telling me more information about his hand by bidding three no trump. First of all, bid game. So we are at game. And the only question is, do we want to play three no trump or do we want to play it at four hearts? And he's also telling me that he only has a 5-card heart suit. Precisely. Look at the description. 5 hearts, not 5 plus, not 5 minus, but 5 hearts and 5 to 10 points. Well, I called it 20. So even if he has five, we're going to be okay. We'll be in a 25.3 no trump contract. I have no problem being there. But I have three hearts and I know he has five hearts. And whenever you have an 8 card major suit fit, you don't want to play it at 3 no trump. You want to play it at 4 of that major. It figures to make at least one more trick than no trump would make. So I'm going to pass his or not pass his 3 no trump. I'm going to bid 4 hearts because I'd rather play it at 4 hearts than 3 no trump. And look what happened. We don't have a diamond stopper. So through 3 no trump would have been down. They have 9 diamonds between them, which means one of them has at least 5, maybe 6. So if we were in no trump, they would immediately take 5 tricks and we'd be down 1 before we even got started. But in 4 hearts, I have 2 diamond losers. I have no spade losers. I may have a club loser and I may have a heart loser, but I can finesse the hearts either way. So I might not have a heart loser. And I can probably pitch 2 clubs on my spades that we'll set up. So I'm going to probably almost certainly make 4 hearts here. And I would not have made 3 no trump. So this hand was actually a classic hand in bidding. And the fact that my partner told me he had 5 hearts, and by bidding 3 no trump, he said he only had 5 hearts, and he lets me choose between 3 no trump or 4 hearts. Well, since I have 3 hearts, I know we have an 8-card heart fit. I chose 4 hearts. And it was a decision. 4 hearts is the best contract here. All right, let's not play it. Let's claim 0 tricks and go on to the next hand so we can practice bidding. Okay, here, notice we are not the dealer. The dealer was on our left. It went pass, 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 and it's to us. Now, there are special rules. Forget that special rule. How many points do we have?
13.
We have an opening bid.
I would do 1 diamond.
Okay. Partner bids a heart. And East doubles. What kind of double is that?
He's saying that we could make the hearts.
No, that's not a penalty double. Doubles at low levels. Look over here, low level doubles. He's doubling a low level, 1 heart. That's not a penalty double. That is a takeout double. So he's saying that he has the other 2 suits. He's got spades and clubs. Partner, take your pick. Bid spades or clubs. I'm not. And also, I have almost an opening hand. Remember, he's a passed hand. He did not open, and he had a chance to. So we know he doesn't have 13 points. But now he comes back into the bidding process. He wants to compete. In case it's a part score competition, he wants to compete. So he doubles. He makes a takeout double. If I pass, then West would be forced to bid. Even with 0 points, you cannot pass a takeout double. So West would bid his best black suit. But I don't want to pass. I have support for partner's hearts. Partner has at least 4 hearts. I've got 4, so we have an 8-card fit. That's always the magic thing. Once you find an 8-card fit in a major suit, that's where you're going to play it. You're going to play it in hearts. We don't know how many yet, We don't know whether we're going to play it in 2 hearts, 3 hearts, or 4 hearts, but we're going to play it. We're going to try to play it in one of those contracts. So the first thing I want to do uh, is to raise my partner's hearts and raise it at the lowest level that I can because I don't have extras. I have 13 points, and 2 of them are a singleton queen, which is not good. So I kind of have a bad 13 points. But on the other hand, I have 4 card support from my partner, and I have good 4 card support, ace, queen, jack. So I am going to bid 2 hearts. Notice that description. I have at least 4 hearts and 12 to 16 points. Well, that describes my hand perfectly. So I'm going to bid it. Remember, at this point, we're only exchanging information, and each side is trying to compete for a part score because you get a 50-point bonus if you make a part score, plus the points you get. When you make a part score, you generally get between 110 and 140. So winning a part score battle is worth it. But so this person, West, who had already passed twice, now enters the bidding with a 2 spade bid. Why? Because East told him he had at least 4 spades and 4 clubs. And so they know that they have an 8 card spade fit. And spades is the boss suit. In part score battles, you want to have spades because you can always overbid the opponents at the same level. Notice that had we bid 3 hearts, they could still bid 3 spades. If we want to compete now, I've got to go to 4 hearts. Well, I don't have enough points to go to 4 hearts. My partner's a passed hand, so there's no way we could have 26 points. So I'm going to pass and let the opponents win the bidding at 3 spades. Now notice here that I can't see my partner's hand and I can't see Declare's hand, but I can kind of figure out what Declare has. He chose spades, so he's got at least 4 spades. I know my partner has 4 hearts probably. I have 4. Dummy had 3, so Declare only has 2. In other words, you can begin to work out the shape of the hands that you cannot see. When you are on defense, or even when you are declare, your goal is to figure out everybody's shape as the hand proceeds in play. All right, we won't go any further with this. I'll go ahead and concede, let him make 13 tricks, and we'll go to another bidding hand. All right. Again, we are hand number 5, and so the dealer is north. We are vulnerable. They are not. North passed. East opened a diamond. Wow, how many points do we have?
15.
So we kind of want to make a bid, right? In other words, we
Uh,
pass a 15-point hand. We want to show our partner that we got an opening hand. Is there a
well,
bid that describes this hand? Well, he bid my suit. I certainly don't want to overcall a spade. For one thing, that promises 5 cards. I don't have that. But I do have a perfect bid. What would it be?
uh, one no Trump.
Yeah. Watch what it says under the description of one no trump. 2 to 5 cards in length in all 4 suits. 15 to 18. I've got 15. and a stopper in diamonds. I got two stoppers in diamonds. So this bid is as good as it gets for describing my hand. So let's bid it. Okay. East's partner said, well, he's got some diamonds. So East and West have a diamond fit, even though I have four. What does that mean about my partner's diamonds? My partner doesn't have any diamonds, maybe one. He almost cannot have more than one diamond.
Means we don't want to be in diamonds.
Well, we're not going to be in diamonds. They've bid them and supported them. And the question is, do I want to compete for a part score? Well, what could I bid? There's nothing I can bid. If I make a takeout double, if I were to double, it would be for takeout. Let's put the thing over that. Notice that it says he's short in diamonds, but he has support in the other three suits. Well, I don't have support in hearts. What if I double and my partner bids two hearts on a 4-card heart suit? We're going to be playing in a 6-card fit. That's a disaster. So I can't make a takeout double. I've already showed my partner that I have 15 to 18. I only have 15. So I can't make another bid. I pretty much have to pass and let the opponents play it at 2 diamonds. I'm going to give them the part score. And it's waiting because I'm on lead. Let's see what happens if I lay down the ace of diamonds here. Oh, my goodness. Partner is going to be, oh, partner had a diamond. So right away, I know that East opened a 3-card diamond suit because I can count. Counting is extremely important in bridge. There's 4 diamonds right there. There's 4 more. I got 3. That's 11. There's only 2 missing diamonds. Where could they be? They have to be with East. Why he opened a 3-card diamond suit? Maybe he had 4 hearts, 4 spades, 3 diamonds, and 2 clubs. With that kind of a shape, he should open a diamond. And apparently that's what he did. So now I know his exact shape. I know he has started with 4 hearts, 4 spades, 3 diamonds, and 2 clubs. So in defending this hand, even though his is the closed hand, I know what his shape is exactly. Furthermore, if I know his exact shape, I know my partner's exact shape. Notice that if that shape is correct, then my partner has to have 1 diamond, 2 spades, 4 hearts, and 6 clubs. That's my partner's shape. And I was able to work that out without seeing but one of his cards, the Jack of Diamonds. And yet I now know his exact shape. All right, let's play another one, or let's bid another one. And what did I say? I said 1 diamond, 2 spades, 4 hearts, and 6 clubs. And look at the Claire's shape. 4 spades, 4 hearts, 3 diamonds, and 2 clubs. In other words, at the very first trick, I knew everybody's exact shape at the table. That is
But
hugely a huge advantage to how you want to defend the hand.
but we could have been in clubs.
Yeah, we could have. The problem was my partner had such a weak hand that he never had enough points to show me clubs.
Oh,
But also notice that diamonds is a higher ranked suit than clubs. So they were in 2 diamonds. We would have had to go to 3 clubs, and they would have probably bid 3 diamonds. And they'd have been playing 3 diamonds instead of 2 diamonds, which would have been better for us. But my partner, sometimes you can have a long suit, but you can't bid because you don't have enough points. And we were vulnerable. So it's even more dangerous to bid when you are not, it's more dangerous to lie about your points when you're vulnerable. You risk being penalized much more. And I didn't know he had a 6 card suit until the first trick. At the first trick, I know everybody's exact shape, but before I led, I did not. Let's bid one more here. How many points?
13.
Okay, that's enough to open. What should we open?
One heart.
Okay, double is, what kind of double is that?
That would be in the low, so it would be a takeout.
Yeah. When I have bid, when the opponents have just bid one and you double, that's always takeout. Okay. It's not negative or support. We'll talk about those if they come up, but so far they haven't really come up. Um,
So then my partner did a two no trump, and
yeah,
what?
let's see what that means. I'm not sure what that means. Okay, that's Truscott. That's a system where he's promising at least 3 hearts and 11 or more points. So my partner
So
has 11 or more. He's not, it could be 20. My partner could have 20. Uh, but he's got at least 11 and he has at least 3 hearts. Well, I got 6. So we have a 9 card fit. That's great. The opponents are trying to interfere by bidding 3 spades. They clearly have a spade fit between them, and spades is higher than hearts, but they are vulnerable. So if my partner and I have the majority of the points, they better be careful on bidding spades. Because
okay,
if you
so
double them, you get 200 for the first trick, 500 for setting them 2 tricks. And if we bid game and hearts, we're only going to get 420. So we definitely have enough points to bid 4 hearts, right? If my partner has 11 and I had 13, plus I can count 2 points for the singleton spade, that's 15. I can count 1 point for the doubleton diamond, that's 16. And I can count at least another point for having my heart supported. So that's 17. So my hand reevaluates to a 17-point hand. It started out as 13 and has now become a 17-point hand as I have found out information. That's the way bidding goes, is you analyze your hand, you bid it, and then when your partner gives you information, all of a sudden your hand changes. It can either go up in value or down in value. Usually it's always going up in value when you're reevaluating. But you get to add your shortness points and you get to add your long suit points. I've got a 6 card suit that has been supported. Back in the day, we would add 1 point for the 5th card and another point for the 6th card. So I would add 2 more points to my hand based on my 6 card supported suit. So I'm definitely bidding 4 hearts. I think we can make 4 hearts. So I'm bidding it. Notice the opponents didn't bid 4 spades because they were vulnerable. If you reverse the vulnerability, they would have bid 4 spades as a sacrifice. Okay, if I look
so
at this
okay.
hand, we got no
Uh,
spade loser. Go ahead.
no, that's okay. You go ahead.
Yeah, I got, if I look at it from the south hand, I have maybe a heart loser. I'm missing the king, but I can finesse it if the king's on my left, which it should be. If we look at the bidding, the points are West made the takeout double. That's an opening hand. He had 12 plus points. Well, dummy has 10. I have 13 high card. That's 23. If lefty has 12, that's 35. So righty can only have 5 points. So the king of hearts, if I know the points are, there's 3 times as many points with lefty as with righty, then this heart finesse figures to work. So I probably do not have a heart loser. I definitely don't have a spade loser because I have the ace opposite my singleton. I maybe have 2 diamond losers, and I have a couple of club losers, but I can trump both of those clubs. So the worst case scenario here is I'm going to lose 2 diamonds and a heart, and probably not a heart. We'll see if the finesse,
Okay, so
let's just see if the finesse is on here. I got to get to my hand to take the finesse. And now I'm going to lead the queen of hearts and let it ride unless he covers. He covered. Now I don't have a heart loser. If he would not have covered, I would have played low. And I would have won the trick, and then his ace king would have fallen the next trick. So I've played hearts for no losers. So the only other suit is diamonds. Do I have a diamond loser? We'll see where the ace is. Yeah, the ace was offside, so I have 2 diamond losers. But that's all. I'm going to make 5. I'm going to make 11 tricks.
next week I won't be able to do a lesson. We're going to be out of town. I won't be where I can do a.
Okay. I will cancel next week's session and look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks.
Okay, thank you.
So how
You
did
have a
it
good
go
week.
today? Do you like this? Just doing bidding only?
Yeah, I think that helps me understand
We
it. I
were
feel
able to
like
cover
that
six
that's my
hands.
weakest point.
Yeah, we got 6 hands bid, whereas normally we only get about 3. So we're getting more practice at bidding.
And that's what I need, I feel like, because I think that's really important, and that's where I feel like I'm
It is. It's the
weakest at.
it's the most important thing when you first start bridge is bidding. Because you have to be able to communicate with a partner, and you can't go play with a partner if you don't know how to bid. They're
And
just
when
going to
I'm
be upset with
practicing,
you all the time.
I
So
could
you
tell
need to
that.
learn the basics of bidding first.
And when I practiced, I knew my partner was probably trying to tell me something that I didn't even know what was. So,
Well, practicing on BBO is a really good thing because it actually is pretty close to the way real people play. And so, yeah, whatever BBO tells you that bid means, that's what it means. And that's what a real partner it would probably mean also.
well,
So
thank you.
you're welcome. And I will talk to you in 2 weeks, Pam.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.